MD Vegan for you today. I make a cake because I have a birthday present. We have a birthday today. Yeah, it's our master. It's a master, a great music master, Nada yoga master in India. He's one of the greatest in India at all now. The president comes to see him. He has so many followers. He gives gifts to the poor, women, lonely women, children. He educates them all for free. He's really a nice person. And to be close to him is very nice, really. It's a nice person. Not such a big money-making guru or so. No, very nice person. And he, Swamiji, we call him Swamiji lovingly. We sometimes his followers, they come to my home because I have a yoga studio, and then they celebrate. Once a month they meet here because they have no other place to stay for this party, monthly party. They call it satsang. That's coming together in a good mission, let's say, with good thoughts, positive thoughts. That's the easy way, the Western way to put it. So no bad comments, no bad thoughts, no bad feelings, just positive. That's a meeting, a good meeting. And by the way, I always prefer this kind of staying together with people. Good way, positive thinking, of course, very important. To be happy. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal, right? So, they come today, and always when they come, because it's been going on for years now, I make a different cake, a new cake. Today, I make a kiwi mango cake. Isn't that cool? Kiwi mango? Wow. But first, I make a bottom. Yeah, I show you, very small. Yeah, I don't make a big cake here. Just a small thing, a little sweet. That is not even 20 centimeters. You see, small one. Line with parchment paper. My springform. I begin with the bottom, and that might be a little complicated. Not complicated, but it takes some time because this time I have sesame seed, black sesame seeds as the base. You see sesame seeds, and they're really not that easy to grind. Yeah. Put them in the food processor with the S-blade. Here, wave-like blade. The way to do it. Put it in here. And I will put other ingredients too to make it work, to stick together. This wouldn't go on its own. It would take so long, half an hour or so, to make this stick together. Then you have an oily mess, because it's so hard and small, these things. But I have to go ahead now and begin with them because this is the really hardest part for the machine to ground. Yeah. So I will begin. And I don't show you the whole thing because that would take too long. That would be really a bad story. So let's see. I begin and come back once it's enough, and then I put the rest and show you, right? It didn't take that long now, but I don't want to now. I don't want to make it really, very fine. It's not necessary. You see, like this. I show you. Here. This is what it looks like now. You see, it's a little bit ground. That's enough, And I already smell this wonderful split flavor. The black sesame seed, as opposed to the white one, has a lot more minerals. It's generally the case when you have the dark ingredients. Well, it's a sign for more minerals. Mineral rich, and the flavor is really strong. When you not strong, but very. It's a little bit savory, like a salty taste. All the minerals, they taste like salt. Many minerals come in salty form. Not all the same salt. Not the salt put on the food. No, it's different kind of salt. It's a chemical kind of salt. But it tastes great and very strong. And because it tastes like that, I will put not dates into it. It works with dates too, of course. But I have the raisins here. You see, raisins. They also have a very intense flavor as compared to the dates, and they're super healthy too, because they are super high in antioxidants. There are so many wonderful ingredients in the raisins, but they are not good for any dish. For example, I wouldn't sweeten bananas with the raisins. Got something wrong now? Okay, let's forget that. Don't think about it anymore. No, not bananas. But the raisins do not go with everything. For example, in cacao. I wouldn't use raisins to sweeten cacao, for example, chocolate. Maybe chocolate, but not cacao. But here, The black sesame seeds, perfect combination. And I hadn't had that before, this combination, and it was really amazing. Such a nice flavor. Raisins and black sesame to melt. Let's see what happens now. And now I could put this sticky mess, dough-like, into the bottom of my form and would be happy. Because you see, we took some more time here with the raisins and the sesame seed to get this stickiness. You see it's sticky? It will be okay. I did that before. That's very nice. But it's very soft, you know. It's very soft. And you have the fine texture. You see, if I press it a little bit, as I do here, you can see, it begins to be glossy and shiny. There's the fat coming out of the sesame seed, and from the fruit, from the pressed fruit, from the dried fruit, the raisins, there comes some liquid also. So you see, this is pretty shiny. This is the kind of texture you would have when you put it in the ground now. Pretty nice, pretty okay, it's perfect. But I would rather prefer to have a little more airy, a little lighter, and that's why I put another third wonderful ingredient into this bottom. That's called buckwheatie. It's a buckwheat, not a cereal, it's a kind of cereal, it's grass more. And I soaked it, and I dried it again. It has sprouts on it. And it is super healthy, super delicious, and a nice breakfast. And also nice to give it a little bottom for a cake, a little crunch. So I put these buckwheaties just in, and we have a nice crunchy, super healthy bottom. This one I did not do before. But let's see. So it lost some of its stickiness, as you can see. See, it is still sticky, but you see it was before, it was stickier, oilier. So I will have to press it a little bit firmer, but it's still sticky enough. I have to press it a little bit firmer into the spring form, at the bottom of the spring form, taking out the blade, all in. See, nothing remains here. It's a good sign. Almost nothing. That's nice. Put it back. To make some space. My working space. So this is in my bottom. First I spread it evenly, as always. It's always the same principle, you know. Oh, it's a nice thick bottom, but that is so good because it is such a healthy bottom. It's like a real dough. And don't need to bake it. That's also good. Baking is nice. I love it. But sometimes it's nice not to. Just to press something together, to mix something together. And first, before I begin to press it down really firmly, I have to begin gently and then slowly, firmer. And it has to be very firm because otherwise, because of the buckwheaties, they are very dry. It would fall apart when you cut out a piece of the cake to serve it. Then you don't want to have it all fall in pieces. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter really, but it is nicer. We always want to make it nice, right? It's more happiness, right? Okay, so now I press firmly. Here with the knuckles. Some people have shown me a tool to do that. It would be a good idea to have such a tool, not having to take the hand. But it's always also nice to touch the food with a hand. It's also nice because and then I don't know. I feel the food as a chef, and I have a better related to it. But I mean, I don't really know. I don't care. I would take any tool. It doesn't matter. Now I just don't have it. I will try it next time, probably, when I have it. Now, it's ready. So the basic process I'm demonstrating here is always the same with the raw fruit cakes. You need some nuts or something similar, a seed, and something to bind it, like a dried fruit, for example. The cheapest version is maybe almond and dates, very inexpensive and very good, healthy too. And you can vary this principle. It's always the same. You get a sticky dough to press it in your phone. Well, now it begins to make sense here. That seems to be firm enough. I'll show you in a second what it looks like. The shininess of the dough is already to be seen, begins to come out. So that means it is firm enough. And it will not fall apart. Yeah. So let's see. Show you. Here, this is a nice dough. The bottom, it's pretty much here. It's a centimeter or more, even more so, maybe 1.5 or 2. That will be nice. Because when you eat that dough, the cake, you have a nice dough there. Some cakes I make with a very thin dough. Okay, different. This is different now. Next layer, I begin right away, the kiwi layer. And I prepared it. I have here a lot of kiwis here. And it depends, you have thick slices. I peeled it and sliced it. Beautiful, aren't they? I love just this. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful? It's a piece of art. Ah, I love it. So I put that now, the slices, onto my form, the bottom. And I watched my mother doing that when I was small. Maybe more my grandmother and their sisters. There were 8 sisters in the house. My grandmother, they always came to the birthday. They were all together, the sisters. All sisters. And they made these wonderful cakes. Yeah, we had to eat many cakes. Yeah. So I watched them doing this. Share the fruit in shape on the bottoms. Yeah. That was something they really meticulously took care of. That all the fruit have been shared evenly. This is my first layer. And I think it's pretty okay. There are some holes. That's okay. I will put a second layer. More fruit. See? And then I tried that before because I don't want to have a mess here. So before I did that, I cut all my kiwis and tried if they would fit. Before I didn't do that in other cakes. And I found, oh, I have not enough fruit for the layer. So in order to avoid that, because you always go wrong. If you just go as you feel, there's never enough, because you always need more than you think. That's my experience at least. And here you see I have the perfect amount. I have 2 nice thick layers of kiwi fruit. They're beautiful. And it's all fitting. Some holes in there, that's okay. I will fill the holes in the next layer with the next ingredient. This is one ingredient, and to fill the holes I take 2 other ingredients. So the bottom has 3 ingredients. The second layer has 3 ingredients. The kiwi, orange, and locust bean gum. Check it out again. Here, I have a small little blender here. This is not even 20 bucks. And I highly recommend, because the other blender, the big one, is a little bit too big for small quantities in the first place. And if I use it now, for this, I have to wash it. And then I have to lose a lot of time. So to make the second layer, I put my kiwis first in the small blender. No, not the kiwis first. First the oranges. Yeah. I explain to you in a second why. Oranges here, 1 orange. They are so sweet and juicy. Wonderful. Put them into the blender first. It's a micro blender, small blender, for small quantities. And because when I do that with the kiwis, there's a danger that these little kernels here, the seeds, will be cut up, and they're not so nice if you cut these too much up. There could be a little bit bad feeling in the throat. They scratch a little bit. So this is something that you have to be aware of with the kiwis if you take it seriously. If you want to make it very nice, then you should not blend them too long with the kiwis. Yeah, beautiful, but the seeds, they are a little bit scratchy. A little bit. So first the oranges. That's all. And you see it's liquid. But it shouldn't be, because otherwise the cake wouldn't be together. So in order to keep it from being too sticky, or too runny, I put some locust bean gum. Locust bean gum, that's from a wonderful fruit. The kernels of the fruit, they are ground to this meal, and it's a wonderful binder. It's an amazing binder. I just put it in here, together with the kiwis. I will just blend it for a while, for a small while, for a moment, and I'm done. And then I have my filling completed for the second layer. So again here. One kiwi doesn't want to bind, want to mix up. There's a kiwi on the side, you see. She doesn't want to. What can we do? Let's see. Already firming up, you see? It's firming up, that's good. Makes it hard. I have to dance here. Shaker. The shaker. Wow. Before it firms up too much, I put it in. It's okay, doesn't matter. Ooh, very firm. The locust bean gum. I'll take a spoon and help me out a little bit with the spoon. Okay, that's cool now. That's better. I will taste it first. Make sure it's good. Yeah, very good. Orange and kiwi, very nice. And the little kernels are still okay. There are a lot of locust bean gum. You don't need to take that much. It's okay when you do. Put it into the cake. Some more. Oh, what a mess now. I need a longer spoon for that. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll wash my fingers. So, now quickly, just press it down a little bit to fill all the holes. And my second layer is done. So, okay. So, you see, I don't need that much locust bean gum here. Maybe would be, I would say, 1 teaspoon would be enough. Maybe I took 2 or 3, but that's okay. Because the good thing with the locust bean gum is here, second layer, I could even finish with this. It would be a nice cake. I did the birthday cake. She had 3 layers today. Put that aside. I don't need it right now. For the third layer. So, and for the third layer, I have mango. Cassette mango kiwi cake. And for the mangoes, I have here 2 mangoes, just peeled and cut to pieces. I put them in here. sweet ripe mangoes. It's a super healthy fruit. It's even Ayurvedic. And I have also some of the dried mango here to make it stickier, firmer, and give it a lot of flavor. The dried mangoes have a concentrated flavor. It's always nice for a cake to combine fresh mangoes and dried mangoes because they have this wonderful, intense flavor then. And an orange. It goes very nice with the mango, my second ingredient for the third layer. Blend it up first. And we are soon done. One more ingredient. Oh, it's already nice and firm. You see, this is my mango layer, my third mango layer. But to ensure it really firms up nicely on the cake, I put some coconut oil into it. Now, I'm in a little bit out today. I have a hot cup of water here and a metal container on top, a small one from the Turks. They have these wonderful metal containers, very versatile. I put the coconut oil inside and it's firm, and as soon as it comes into the hot water, here, without touching it, of course, it melts. And so in the liquid form, I put it in the final ingredient. At last, I put it into my mango orange cream. And when it cools down again, I have a perfect cake. That comes from the dried mango, and it is here so. You look, it's really creamy. You see, very nice. I blend it a little bit longer because I like it really smooth, very smooth. That is so nice. It has a better flavor. So, my final layer, the third layer. 3 layers, each 3 ingredients. A wonderful take 3 cake. See, it fits perfectly into the form. Ooh, nothing more fits in. The rest is a little dessert for me. Oh, very nice. I will firm up nicely in the refrigerator. I guess when they come tonight, we'll get already, and we have a nice celebration. I can serve them this nice cake. Oh, it smells so nicely. And coconut fits so nicely with mango, goes together so nicely with mango. It's a classical combination. And you hear this color here? Very nice cake. So kiwi, mango cake. Right? The nice colors too. Green and orange are the colors of India too. So we have something created which is already related to India by its color. See, mango cake. Isn't that wonderful? Mango kiwi cake. I'm so curious what it will taste like, what it will look like when I cut up, and what they will say. It's nice to make gifts to others, right? I like that most. What's more happiness than giving happiness to others, right? Is to share. That's the essence of happiness, right? Yeah. See you very soon. Subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day.